Hello, welcome to my channel Concept Mediji. I think all of you have already subscribed to my channel. If not subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel to get all the updates about my upcoming videos as well as my live classes. So let us start our today's topic. We'll study today what is gravitational acceleration and variation of gravitational acceleration with height and with depth. But the condition is that if height h is much less than radius r. All the conditions will explain. Okay. So let us start our today's topic, gravitational acceleration. So what is gravitational acceleration? The basic definition of gravitational acceleration is that whenever any object is falling freely or any object is dropped from a certain height, that object is moved with a certain acceleration. In a free fall, in case of a free fall, like whenever you are dropping one object or an apple is falling from a tree, then in that case the acceleration associated with that motion is known as gravitational acceleration. Then you know that if there is acceleration, then the force is associated with, because if there is no force, then there is no motion. If there is force, then what force is responsible for that free fall? Or if any object is moving downward or falling freely, then which force is responsible for? That force is known as gravitational force. Newton invented that universal gravitational, the basic definition of universal gravitational law says that any two objects are attracting towards each other, that force of attraction is known as gravitational force. Okay, so the force by which Earth is attracting any other object towards itself is known as gravitational force of Earth. That is nothing but gravity. Okay, gravity is nothing but gravitational force of Earth is known as gravity. So if any object is falling freely towards Earth, that means gravitational force is attracting that object towards itself. Suppose this very diagram says that this is a tree and an apple is on the tree. That apple, unless and until that apple is on the tree, then it will remain on the tree. Once it starts falling from the tree, that means it is falling freely. It will fall downward, means once the apple started falling freely, that means the apple is falling towards Earth. Which force is responsible then? That gravitational force, the attraction force of Earth, gravity, is responsible to attract the apple towards itself. So in this case, apple is my one object and Earth is my second object. Why I am mentioning this as object 2 and object 1? Why I am writing this thing? Just to make you know, here the universal law of gravitation is applicable. Universal law of gravitation tells that any two object, it may be an Earth, it may be an apple, any two object in this whole universe are attracting towards each other. Here my object 1 is Earth and object 2 is apple. Here these two objects are, this is object 2, this is object 1, and apple is falling freely towards Earth. That falling, that motion is associated with some acceleration. That acceleration is known as gravitational acceleration. So basic definition of gravitational acceleration tells you that the uniform acceleration produced in a freely falling body due to the gravitational force of the Earth is known as acceleration due to gravity or gravitational force of Earth. Okay. So this example I want to tell you that the distance between the object 2 and object 1, I am showing in this diagram. You can see this is apple is at a certain height from the surface of Earth. You can see this is the surface of Earth. I highlighted this with a red line. This is the surface of Earth and the apple is on the tree. That means this is at a certain height from the surface of Earth. So here this is height h. This is the radius of Earth, means from the center of object 1 to the center of object 2, what is the distance between the two objects? I am just showing you that what is the actual distance between the two objects. Okay. So now here you can see this very example. This apple is on the surface of earth. You can see the apple is on the surface of earth. That means the distance between the apple and the earth is nothing but is actually or approximately equal to radius of earth. You can see, because when the apple is on the surface of earth, the distance between the two objects is nothing but the distance between from the center of earth to the apple. Okay, so that means the radius of earth. So this slide just to show you what is the distance between the two objects and what is the gravitational acceleration basic definition. Okay, now I am moving to next slide. If any doubt you are having, you can ask me in my comment section. So now, what is gravitational acceleration? I have already defined. Now, which force is responsible for gravitational acceleration? As I told you, this is gravitational force or gravity of earth. So the force, as you know, this is universal gravitational force. This is F is equal to gmm by r square. And you know from Newton's law, if there is motion associated, that must be some force. If there is motion, the force is responsible for. So F is equal to mass into acceleration. There are two equations. This is equation 1. This is for force. This is also another equation that is also for force. Equating both the equations, we can get this gmm by r square is equal to mass into acceleration. From here, small m, you can cancel out. A is equal to gm by r square. Here, A is equal to g, that is gravitational acceleration. Okay. So, F is what? Gravitational force. Here you are equating with gravitational force. So, this acceleration is known as gravitational acceleration, because gravitational force is responsible for this motion or for this acceleration. That's why this acceleration is known as gravitational acceleration. Now, R is what? R here is distance between two objects in this universe. You can mention this capital R, and you can mention this as a small r. So, m is mass of earth and small m is mass of object, and g is equal to universal gravitational constant. So, here this is equal to r, this is small r. Here the distance between two objects, as I have just show you that if this is earth and if any object is on the surface of earth, so you can say the distance between the two objects is nothing but the radius of earth. So that is nothing but small r or capital R. That means the distance between two objects. Now I am deriving the expression for your g or gravitational acceleration at a certain height. Before derivation, we need to know few basic concepts. Whether g is a constant? No. G, I mean to say small g or gravitational acceleration. Here I am showing this is small g or gravitational acceleration. This is a constant? No, this is not a constant. Why? Because g is equal to gm by r square, you just derived. Here g is directly proportional to mass and inversely proportional to radius square. Mass here, mass of earth, this is 6 into 10 to the power 24, and r is radius of earth, this is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter, or you can say 6400 kilometer. So g or gravitational acceleration depends on these two parameters. So g is not constant, or you cannot say g is a universal constant. But in case of capital G, so what is the difference between capital G and small g? Capital G is a universal constant. You can say in the whole universe, wherever you will go, whether in Mars or whether in Moon, wherever you will go, capital G is a constant, that is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. But small g is 9.8 meter per second square only on the surface of Earth. Okay, if you go on the surface of Moon, small g will differ. Then if you go on the surface of Mars, again small g will differ. So small g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, or gravitational acceleration is 9.8 meter per second square due to gravity or gravitational force of Earth, that is 9.8 meter per second square on the surface of Earth. But capital G is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square is constant in the whole universe, or in the all over in the universe. The capital G is constant. Okay. So now let us move for the derivation. So derivation of gravitational acceleration at depth and at height. So you can see this very diagram. This is your Earth and this man this man, you can see, you have must have heard or you must have seen that mining in coal mines or in mines, the people are working by digging the surface of earth. They are going inside the surface of earth. That means they are moving inside some depth. So if this example, you can see this in the diagram, the man is inside the surface of earth. This is beyond the surface, below the surface of earth. You can see this is the surface of earth, and the man is inside the surface of earth, below the surface of earth at a depth d. And here the man is flying in an aeroplane, or the man is at a certain height above the surface of earth. This is above the surface of earth and this is below the surface of earth. So in the two cases, small g will differ. Okay, because small g is a parameter. You know, small g is equal to gm by r square. So small g depends on what? Mass and radius. If the man is at a certain height, then r means the distance between the two objects. This is object 1 and this is object 2. They will differ. Like you can say, here the total distance becomes r plus h. But here the distance, actual distance between the object 1 and object 2 center to center now becomes r minus d. So now in this case, what is the gravitational acceleration effect, or what is the value of gravitational acceleration or expression of gravitational acceleration I am going to derive. So the expression at this case will come g dash is equal to g into 1 minus d by r, and here in this case it will come g into 1 minus 2h by r. I am going to derive this thing. So before going for the derivation, I need to tell you there are three cases. First, case 1, case 2, case 3. Case 1, if the man is at a certain height and the height is much more greater than the radius of earth. You know what is the value of radius of earth? 6400 kilometer. But if the height is much more greater than, like you can say 10,000 kilometer or 20,000 kilometer, then what is the value of gravitational acceleration at this case? But second case, come to second case. In second case, if this height is much less than r, like you know, r 6400 kilometer, but if this height is approximately suppose 50 kilometer, 100 kilometer or 200 kilometer, that is much less than 6400 kilometer. So in that case, what is the value of gravitational acceleration at this point? So case 3, as I have told you, that if the man is digging inside the surface of earth, or the man is below the surface of earth, then what is the value of g at this depth? Okay, I am going to derive these three cases. So first come to case 1. Derivation of gravitational acceleration at height h. Here I mean to say this height is much more greater than radius of earth, or you can say this height may be 10,000, maybe 20,000, much more greater than the radius of earth. In that case, what is the gravitational acceleration expression? So you know, just you derive that g is equal to gm by r square if the object is on the surface of earth. If the object is on the surface of earth, what is the value of g? Gm by r square, that is 9.8 meter per second square. But if the man is at a certain height above the surface of earth and that height is much more greater than the radius of earth, what is the expression of g dash, gravitational acceleration? So this g dash you need to derive now. This is gm by r square. You know, here the distance now becomes r plus h square. So here I am applying the chain rule, gm by r square, multiplying r square term in both numerator and denominator, r square by r square, and here r square by r plus h square. Then this g dash, now this term becomes g, you know, this is now r square by r plus h square. This is g divided by r by r plus h whole square. So this is the expression when an object is at a certain height above the surface of earth and that height is much more greater than the radius of earth. Okay. Now the second case. In second case, the man is at above the surface of earth, but that height from the surface of earth is not much more than the radius of earth, or you can say that height is much less than radius of earth. So that means that height, you can take the example like suppose 50 kilometer, suppose 20 kilometer from the surface of earth. Then at that case, what is the gravitational acceleration at this point? So here the condition is h is much less than r. Then h square by r square term is negligible. Here I have written this term before explanation because you are going to use this very term. If h is much less than r, then h square by r square is negligible or approximately 0. So put that very expression you have just derived, g dash is equal to g r by r plus h square, you just derived from the previous case. So here this is r square, this is r square plus a plus b whole square. You put here a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square, what is the formula? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. So now r plus h whole square, r plus h whole square becomes r square plus h square plus 2rh. So now you can rewrite this very expression h r square take r square common. This is 1 plus h square by r square plus, okay, plus this is 2h by r. Okay. So now as I have told you that, this term becomes 0. Okay. Initially I have mentioned this term becomes 0. Okay. So this term becomes 0 because h is much less than r. So now you can rewrite this very expression h r square. Here r square cancel out. Just let me erase this very term. Okay. So now this becomes 1 divided by 1 plus 2h divided by r. Okay. 1 divided by 1 plus 2h by r. So now g dash becomes g multiplied with 1 divided by 1 plus 2h by r. Let me derive. So g dash is equal to g into 1 by 1 plus 2h by r. So here put multiply 1 minus 2h by r term in the denominator as well as in the numerator. Denominator and numerator. Okay, this is numerator, you have multiplied 1 minus 2h by r term. In denominator also you multiplied 1 minus 2h by r term. As usual, 2h 1 plus 2h by r, 2h by r. Now this becomes a minus b, this becomes a plus b. You can apply this very formula, a square minus b square. This is a plus b multiplied with a minus b. So now you can rewrite this very expression as 1 minus 2h divided by r divided by 1 square minus 2h by r square. I think this is clear. If any doubt you're having, you are facing any doubt, you can ask me in my comment section. I will reply surely. Okay. So again here you can see this is h square by r square term. This becomes 0 or negligible again. So now g dash becomes g multiplied with 1 minus 2h by r. Okay. If condition is h is much less than r. Only if this condition is applied, then you can put this very formula directly. Okay. For the condition h is much less than r, you need to apply this formula. For h is much greater than r, you need to apply the previous formula. Just I told na, the previous formula is g dash is equal to g into r by r plus h square. The case when h is much greater than, but when h is much less than, you need to apply this very formula. Okay. Now the case when the man is inside or object 2 is inside the surface of earth, or this is at a certain depth from the surface of earth. So you can see here, this is my third case. This is the surface of earth and the man is digging inside the surface of earth at a certain depth. The man is here. Now what is the value of g dash here? And you know g is equal to gm by r square. You know this. So now you need to calculate the the gravitational acceleration formula in terms of volume, in terms of density. Okay, you know mass is equal to volume into density. So assuming earth is a perfect sphere, so volume of earth becomes V is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So m is equal to V into rho. This is density, this is volume, this is mass. Now G is equal to Gm by r square. Now instead of mass you can put volume into density, and this is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and density is rho. This r square r cube cancel out. Now it will become 4 by 3 pi g r rho, or this will become what? This is equal to G 4 by 3 pi r rho. This is your G. So now I can say there are two expressions of gravitational acceleration on the surface of Earth. One is in terms of only radius and mass, another is in terms of density in terms of volume. This is 4 by 3 pi g r rho. Now G is equal to 4 by 3 pi g r rho is on the surface of Earth. Okay, now if the man is inside the surface of Earth or at a certain depth, now radius will change. If the radius will change, mass will also change. This is, you can see, this is mass in terms of volume and density. So volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. If radius will change, this term will also change. Now this will become 4 by 3 pi r minus d cube multiplied with rho. So now G dash is equal to G m dash divided by r minus d whole square, that is G 4 by 3 pi r minus d whole cube multiplied with rho divided by r minus d whole square. I think this is clear. If any doubt, I am repeatedly saying you that if you are having any doubt, you can ask me in my comment section. Okay, so this is r minus d whole square, this is cube cancel out. This G dash is equal to G 4 by 3 pi r minus d into rho. So now G dash is equal to 4 by 3 pi g r minus d into rho. Now this is 4 by 3 pi g r rho minus 4 by 3 pi g d rho. Now take common 4 by 3 pi g r rho. So now this is 1 minus d divided by r. Okay. Okay, so this is G dash. Now this will be G multiplied with 1 minus d by r. So now G dash becomes G multiplied with 1 minus d by r. Many questions are coming on this concept. So use this concept. If you like my video, please subscribe Concept Made Easy with Pragya, like and share. And do not forget to share my videos, my channel, and please subscribe, like and share as much as possible among your friends, among your relatives. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.